A conservative writer in a recent piece on USA Today, writer by the name of Ingrid Jacques, says that Democrats may be planning to use dirty tactics in order to make sure that Donald Trump is the nominee for 2024 and not Ron DeSantis. Now, it seems like Ms. Jacques actually has a very, I can't say very strong, but at least a somewhat strong aversion to Donald Trump, much like the rest of the country. But based on what she wrote here, kind of seems like she prefers DeSantis and she thinks the Democrats are the ones trashing DeSantis too much because they're trying to elevate Trump because they view him as the weaker candidate. Here's just a sampling of what she wrote. He hasn't even announced he's running yet, but the Republican has caught the left's attention big time. In fact, DeSantis seems to have become the new target of, quote, derangement syndrome, with liberals obsessed over his every move and decision, much like they did throughout the Trump years. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was considered derangement for political people to talk about what the President of the United States was doing. I didn't know that it's derangement to talk about my governor enacting policies that are actually harming human beings here in the state of Florida. I'm sorry if you consider that derangement from whatever comfy, cozy little area that you're writing your USA Today column, because I can probably guarantee you it's not from one of these deep South red states. So you can go ahead and piss off with your derangement syndrome, because I'm sorry that reporting the news makes you angry, but that's kind of our job. Isn't that kind of your job too? Derangement syndrome. Yeah, one of us is suffering from that, and it sure as hell ain't me. She continues. That's why some Democratic strategists are putting their money on former President Donald Trump as the Republican nominee next year. You can bet the party will do everything in its power to make sure that's the case. Of course, as Trump proved in 2016 when Democrats also saw him as the weakest competitor, the now former president shouldn't be underestimated. A lot has happened, though, in the past 7 years. I'll give you that one. You're not wrong. Democrats definitely underestimated Donald Trump in 2016, and that came back to bite them pretty hard. And I do worry that Democrats are doing the same thing in 2024. But as you said, and again, I fully agree with this part, things have changed a little bit. Donald Trump is not the same outsider that he was in 2016, capable of pulling the wool over a lot of middle America's eyes. They now see him for who he is. Even his MAGA base is shrinking. So, yeah, I don't think we would see a repeat of 2016 if Democrats are trying to elevate Trump to the nomination. Democrats are betting Trump would face a much tougher electorate in the general election, especially given Trump's rocky last few years, marred by the January 6th riot, multiple criminal investigations, and an indictment. The fact that Democratic insiders are wishing for Trump should serve as a wake-up call for Republicans. If beating Biden is the goal, then Trump's not their guy. Again, I don't disagree with you on that, but I also got to say, you think DeSantis is the guy? Have you seen him? Have you seen the video from this week where I'm not running for president yet? Like the weird bobblehead thing? Have you not been paying attention to his book tour? Because it's not Democrats that are showing up and protesting Ron DeSantis' book tour. Those are Trump supporters. Okay? Kellyanne Conway has gone on Fox News and attacked Ron DeSantis. Larry Kudlow on Fox has attacked Ron DeSantis in recent weeks. Chris Sununu has attacked him. Chris Christie has attacked him. Donald Trump is attacking him every single flippin' day, but you're not accusing any of those people of having derangement syndrome, are you? They're actually the ones talking about him a little bit more than we are. And he's failing. So, even if it's not Trump, I genuinely believe that Ron DeSantis would perform worse in a general election than Donald Trump. I think at this point, given what we've seen, I think DeSantis is the easier candidate to beat. I truly do. DeSantis no longer scares me the way that he did 6 months ago. Even though, again, then I had predicted this guy would flame out pretty hard, and he has. But he flamed out harder and faster than I thought he would So I do not fear him on the national stage because I think he has a 0% chance of winning. Like, I think Trump would do better against Biden than DeSantis, even though polls right now show the opposite. Give it time, it'll be reversed. So whoever the Democrats want to pick to run against Biden doesn't really matter. The Democrats need to be able to stand on their own 2 feet, talk about their accomplishments, run on a record, and not just run on how bad their opponent is. That's the key to victory, no matter who is at the top of that Republican ticket.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.